Okay, so here we are with the final planner, and technically you could save it as it is and use it as it is. Simply you'd go up to share, go to download. You'd probably want to download it as a PDF standard. It's a good practice to flatten your PDF, select all the pages and press download. And then you could print it up as you wish or sell it if you prefer. These are all free elements, so you should be able to download it for free. But if you did want, say, a prettier design for yourself, or especially if you wanted to sell this, you probably don't want to keep it as it is, because whoever has access to this course has access to these exact templates, so what you're selling would look just the same as what they're selling. Some things we could change would be the font. So if we click on the font, well, before we change anything, it's a good idea to make a copy so that you don't accidentally lose this template. So let's go up to File and make a copy. So here's our copy. It says copy up here. And I did actually say I would show you how to turn this into a different sized file. So this one is US letter size. Let's change it to, if we go to Resize, which is a Pro only feature, we could select A4 document and resize it. And we'd select copy and resize. So now it's in A4 size and it has been repositioned as Canva sees fit. You might want to change things if you like. If you wanted to keep it lined up with that pink box we were lining it up with before. But I think it looked pretty good how it was. So I'll just keep it like that. It all looks pretty good. I'd probably group these things and then use the tidy up function to get it just a little bit neater. So if we group each of these things that we want to stay intact, and we'll use the tidy up function here, or space evenly vertically. Oops, that box was not unlocked, so we need to select it and unlock it so that it can move. Now we need to group it with this and try again. Space evenly vertically, and then we'll line these ones up with, this box was also locked, so we need to unlock it. Select it as a group again, and then move it together. And this box might need to come out a little bit, in which case you might need to recenter the lines here. Oh no, they're moving with the box because we have it grouped together. And so just go through your pages and see if they are aligned how you'd like them to be. I'd do the same thing here to group them together and then tidy it up. I'll just do this quickly and show you. Okay, they're all grouped now, so we will tidy it up. That looks much better. And you can just go through the pages and tidy it up how you like. So if you don't have the Pro account, I'll just close this for now and go back to our original one. Now this is our original copy, so that we don't ruin the original master copy. So we'll go to File, create new design, and we'll create an A4 design. And then we can copy this. I might go to the grid view and I'll press Shift click on the final one so they're all selected, copy, and I'm going to paste it here. So now all the pages are here and we can resize them how we see fit. So we'll go back to our copy that we made and we'll look at some ways to make it look a bit different. Let's start with the font. Click here. There's plenty of free fonts to choose from, or you could choose a pro feature font. You'll tell what is what by the crown. The crown means it's a pro font, so you have to pay an extra fee if you want to download it in a free account. So for the purpose of this example, it doesn't matter what I use. I'll just try this Lulu font, just to have something that looks different, and we might make it bigger so that it matches our previous placement. And we can, something I didn't do then, which I should have done, I'll show you here. We'll change this to Lulu as well. When we change it to Lulu, if it's going to be hard to find, we can search for it here. Search. And down here it says change all. So we're changing it from now to Lulu. Change all. All of our font was in now, so now it's all changed to Lulu for us. So that's great. We don't have to do anything. So now we can play with colors. Font colors can be changed here. And you can change everything that's black to that color, or everything that's the previous color to that color. Change all. So now all of our font is orange. We can select our box and change the color of the border. Now, I'm just going to select any color so that you can see. So this won't necessarily look good, but we're going to change all of the black borders to the blue borders. Change all. And if we didn't like that, we could choose a new color, pink, change all of the blue borders and lines to pink. So now everything all over our document has changed to the color that we selected. These ones didn't because they were locked. So you need to be sure to unlock things. So now to change that, we need to go to border color up here. And these are the colors used in our document, so we'll use this pink. And again here, unlock, go up to border color, select the color that we've already used in our document. And that's how you can play around with the colors. If you wanted the checkboxes to be different, you could select just the checkboxes and change their color. Or any of the boxes can be different colors. Any of the lines can be different colors. The background of the boxes, you could go from no color to putting a lighter color in there. Or the background of the smaller box, we can make a different color. For example, gives it a completely different look. I'll just zoom out a bit. It really changes the look of your design. In addition to changing these different elements that are already on the page, and I showed you in the previous one how to make circular check boxes, you can obviously change up what function you want each box to have. And you can go to, let's go over to design here and look at these templates, and we'll put in weekly planner. Weekly planner. And we could get some ideas from here and completely change up the look of it. For example, instead of a square box for the day of the week, maybe we want something like this. Or we can curve the corners of the box. I'll show you how to do that. Select the box and we'll go to corner rounding. We can curve that in. Now obviously that changes the effect of this smaller box that we had, but you could replace that box with a line instead. We'll bring this line up, make it a solid line, a bit thicker. Now it's catching. Remember, if it catches and it doesn't want to move where you want it to, press Control and then you can move it how you like it. So I'll just get that in there, that in there, just to show you a different look. And we could duplicate that line for these different boxes. We could duplicate that box, duplicate the line. Now, if we keep scrolling down, earlier I'm pretty sure I saw one with sticky notes. So I can't see it right now, but if we want, oh, here we go. Sticky notes and paper clips, sticky tape. If we wanted to do something similar to that, we already have the layout of what we want. So let's look at this page here. And we'll go to Elements. Search for sticky notes. And we'll go to Graphics, See All. And I like this one here, so I'll select it. And I'll put it here where Monday is. And then I'll just move it out of the way for a second now that I've got the right size. And we'll delete this square. I might twist it a little, and I'll change the background color so you can actually see the tape. For that we'll go over here to background and we'll change it to something light. That's pretty good. So I'd like more sticky notes to go here and here, but I don't want exactly the same one, so I'll go back to Elements. We can see we just used this one and it's come up with magic recommendations for some similar sticky notes that we might like. So I'm going to press See All and select similar but different ones. We might go with this one and this one and this one. And we'll get a rough size of what we want. Move this box to the side. And just try size them to be a similar size. We might make them a similar size to each other. Make sure they all look alike. Okay, so we'll delete these two boxes. One of these can go here, the other one here. This one has a shadow and looks a bit different to the rest, so I might replace it with this one. And spin it around a little. And maybe down here we'll make a piece of washi tape. We'll search for it over here in Elements. And I'll look for something light that can be written over. Maybe this one. We need something a bit narrower probably. So that's a cute one. We could try deleting this one behind and duplicating this one and flipping it. Flip it horizontally, maybe vertically as well, and have something like that. Select them both together. Or perhaps we can find something neater still. Let's have a quick look. Now, I like the look of this one. It's mostly clear. Might flip it, and I would like it to be a little bit more bright and colourful, so I'm just going to go to Edit and see if I can change some of the effects on it. I might look at these filters and look for a colour that's similar to what we already have here. They're all quite pale. Let's try this one. That's pretty good. I think I like that one even better. We could adjust the intensity, but I like it at maximum. So now we just need to add a little bit of handwriting to these. So we'll go to, we'll get a text box by clicking off of any elements and pressing T. We have our Lulu font here, which looks a bit like handwriting, so we could probably use it. We'll try and line the text up with the edge of the paper roughly. And this was... I just realised we didn't fix the titles up on this page, but this was meant to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and notes with a quote down the bottom. So we'll write it here. Friday. Oh, it's even got a love heart. That's cute. Let's make the font size 24. We'll click off. We'll duplicate that. Bring it over here. Turn it around. This one is Saturday. Click off it, duplicate. Sunday. And notes. And then we just need one more to bring down here for a quote. Oops. Now, how different is that page from this page? That's a big difference, but we quickly made up this page using this template as our starting point. There's just one thing you need to be aware of when you're using elements, and that's to notice which ones have this crown, which tells you that it's a pro feature. So you have to pay to use these and download them. So I can see at least the one that we just used is a pro element. So if I went over here to share and I go to download, and I can see that I have $5 worth of pro elements on this page, or in this document. If you have a free account and you don't want to pay any extra, just make sure you choose an element that doesn't have a crown next to it. I just saw these flowers and I thought they're cute. The next page we edit, we might actually make it a floral design. So we'll look here at our monthly planner, and maybe we'll even get rid of the boxes. Let's see what it looks like without boxes. Oops, undo that. Well, that looks a little more open. We might just bring things in a little to make it clearer where they belong. And increase the font a bit. Make it 20. This one I might left align and just put a colon. Maybe bring it down a little. Make this one 20. Or we can type in 20 if that's any easier. And then we'll add some floral elements around the page. Might actually make this go across the top. If we're not sure if that's exactly in the middle, we can pull it until we see that solid pink line, or you can go to position and center. Center's grayed out, so it is in the center. Okay, so let's look for some flowers. You could either search in flowers up here, or I might just stick with these ones and go to the magic recommendations. Actually, I decided to search for flowers up here, and we're looking under graphics. There's some here that are already in a border design, or we could just grab a bunch and put them. This one would look good in a corner, I think. We might make it a bit smaller so we can get more of the design in the corner without obstructing our planner page. Turn it around a bit. And then we might duplicate that, bring it up here, we might flip it and spin it in a different direction. This corner can fill out a bit more because it's not blocking any of the writing. Or we might make it the opposite corner. And send it to the back. That's cute, just like that. You could add borders. A quick way to add a border is to put a square in there. So we're going to press R and bring this square all the way up out to the corners. We'll make it clear, and on the border we'll click on a solid line and make it as thick as you want it. We can curve the sides for a more feminine look. If we wanted to fill in these corners, we could just make another rectangle, click off of there, click again, and press R. And do the same thing over again. Change it to clear, make the line a solid black line. We've filled in that space. We can change the color to something that suits the page, maybe we go to add a new colour, and we'll get this dropper selector here and select a colour from our flowers. And we'll send that to the back so we can reach the other border and change its colour too. And we'll use the colour selector to make sure we get the same colour. We'll select it in the corner here. We have to be careful here because our flowers are poking through at the corners there and there. So let's go to Position, Layers, and find our flowers and take them all the way to the back. There you go, now they're behind the border. And again, another completely unique look from the same starting point. To copy this look to another page, I would select the elements that you want repeated on each page. If it's not easy to select them here, we can go to Position and select them from there. I just want to select the two borders and the two flowers, and we'll put them all to the back here. I'll click on one and then press Shift and click on the furthest one to highlight them all. Then I'll right click, copy, go to a new page and paste. And here they are over here, all at the front, so I'm going to drag them down to the back. So we have the same look from page to page. I hope that gives you plenty of ideas on how you might create your own unique planner pages using these templates. Thanks for joining me, and please let me know if this has been helpful.